Hello, welcome to Cherie's weight loss journey. Hope you didn't miss me yesterday. I was doing so much work that I ended up with over 13,000 steps. Yes, 13,000. And that is not even going on any walks. That's how busy I was. But fortunately, today, I'm doing better, taking it easy when I can. What really pissed me off was, when I came outside, there was books and shit strewn that I had put away nice and neat for the trash man to pick up. And for whatever reason, it scattered on the ground. And they just left it there. Okay? So that was very disappointing. So that means I'm going to have to come back and clean that up. I might just leave it there until tomorrow because what the hell? Right? I don't know if it was the trash people or, the scavengers that run around and dig into, people's trash, looking for treasures. Okay? Anyhow, both me and my dog are clean. Snippy. Yeah. Both me and my dog are clean. And we decided to come for a walk. I've been sticking pretty much to my diet, mainly eating salad, one large salad and a protein drink. And today I was a little bit worried, about my protein intake. Because salad is great for eating regular foods, but, they don't really hold a lot of protein. And, as a senior citizen, 60 years old, I should be eating about 60 grams of protein a day, right? With a calorie intake of, between 1,200 and 500. 1,200 and 1,500 calories. The 1,500 calories, they will sneak up on you pretty quick if you don't watch it, right? Like today I had coffee with creamer, and I was looking at the creamer, and the creamer stated that it had 30 calories, right? No protein. And I think it was like 5 carbs per tablespoon or teaspoon, or I think it was tablespoon. So yeah, you put a couple of tablespoons in your coffee and boom, you already had 100, calories and 10 carbs already. So if you're trying to, restrict your carbs to 25, the carbs can quickly catch up on you. And another thing that I was watching today on, of course, my 600-pound life was a nutritionist um, was sent to help out um, a client with her uh, calorie count. So one of the things that she had mentioned was um, you don't just want to be cautious of your calorie count and that you're not eating carbs, but you don't want to uh, exchange that for fat. And I was like, okay, right. Come on. It's one thing, to watch your carbs, your calories, make sure you get adequate protein, you know, and then you also have to watch your fat, right? So, yeah, I've been ignoring my doctor's calls who want me to call him and make an appointment to check to see how, my medications are working. I want to make sure that I have the office visit payment before I schedule the appointment. Because I'm also going to take my blood pressure monitor so he can, show me how to use mine. I think my arms have toned up to where the large size, cuff will, not hurt me like it was. I mean, my arms were not firm, but I believe, they are at least a little bit smaller. See? So, it's that fluidity right there that will allow my arm to squeeze into that large size cuff and look like it fit because, it's so pliable, right? When actually, it was very painful once they started pumping it up. So, yeah. And we'll have that discussion also because I think it needs to be talked about. So my dog is on her period, and that's one of the reasons why instead of walking down by the lake, it was like, oh, okay, we'll just walk in the neighborhood because I have really planned to walk by the lake. And yeah, we had to cut that out because I'm not going to have her, spreading blood all over, my car seats. Ooh, right? She already has hair all over my car seats. And that's, ooh. She's really hyper about going outside right now because I guess, we did skip a day, right? and I didn't feel like going to the grocery store. So I have a delivery coming on later tonight, and that's gonna make sure that I have, lunch and healthy foods to eat tomorrow, because I completely ran out of salad. I mean, I must have left maybe, um, I don't know, a fourth of a cup of cabbage. I just left it, like, just for a snack attack. Yeah, I get a snack attack, I can have me some cabbage. Uh, for dinner, I had a hot link and a boiled egg. There's a completely different look to the hot link when you boil it. It gets all plump, and soft. And I'm like, you really should, try boiling your hot links a little bit more than, just frying them up with some eggs and stuff like that. Because uh, they're softer. Um, whereas when you fry them, there's even more shrinkage, and they're harder and chewier. So, yeah. So that's what I had uh, earlier today. Was a boiled egg and a boiled sausage hot link. Um, the sausage hot link is about 200 calories. The egg is about 70 or 80 calories. So yeah, that was, about 300 calories. Lots of protein. I did have a protein shake today. And of course, the protein shakes, does not contain any fiber. So I added the fiber. Right? Outfit of the day. Okay. Um, I'm not exactly sure, how well, the fiber is working, because it states that the fiber is to feed, the gut bacteria so that they could do their work in your gut. But, I'm hopeful. Yes, I am. Um, there's a lot of vacancies in my neighborhood. A lot. Man, I tell you, if I was trying to sell my house at this time of the year, I probably wouldn't get squat for it. Because the school year's already started. And even though my neighborhood has 2 elementary and 1 secondary school, like within a half a mile, and it's like great place, to raise children if you have small kids. Um, but the school year has already commenced, right? So, yeah. And of course, people, they they just about judge their schools that they want their children to go to based off of the athletic teams. And I thought that was kind of crazy. Like, what about academics? You know, but you know, when we live in the kind of world that we live in, right? It's there's no understanding their reasoning. And that was something that I had thought about uh, when I had woke up this morning. When I had woke up this morning, it was all of these downloads saying that, people are just crazy. And I'm like, wow, people are crazy? And I was like, yeah, people are just crazy. And I'm like, yeah, but, it's a beautiful morning, right? And, I turn on the TV and, having major internet problems. I was having internet problems yesterday too. Don't know why, but yeah, internet problems. It said connected, but no internet. And I was like, what the hell? So, of course, I had to tinker around with the equipment, resetting, turning on and off, stuff like that, And then, this afternoon, finally it came back on with no problems, no interruptions, no delays. And getting back to what I was saying about people being crazy, right? And I guess it's the violence. It's the sexual and all the addictions, right? It's not just sexual addictions, but it's just that so many addictions that is crazy. That's why people are crazy, right? So, that people are so crazy out of their minds that if they see somebody that's nice or somebody that's balanced, they think that's an angel. I'm like, oh my God. So the new normal is crazy? And I was like, wow, I hope not, right? I mean, it kind of seems that way when you have people celebrating Halloween 2 months before Halloween. It's like 2 months of Halloween celebration? Really? We would say, celebrating the month of, right? Celebrating the month of, come on, is good. But when you start celebrating 60 days, right, of horror and gore, and it's like, yeah, See? Yeah. And I was watching a video where this guy went into the store and, you know, he had seen some Christmas decorations out, right? And he was mad. He's like, well, can we just get past Halloween first? Right? So, yeah. But a lot of people, you know, they have to buy things in advance. So if they want people to buy stuff for Halloween, you know, you kind of have to buy it, you know, at 2 or 3 months in advance. Same thing for Christmas, right? You want to have a nice Christmas display, you know, you have to start buying the stuff, you know, 2 or 3 months in advance. But I guess because things are so expensive nowadays that they're like, well, since we done spent the money on this, we might as well, you know, set it up already. Right? Because people are crazy. Yeah. So, anyway, after this walk, I might clean up that mess left by the trash man. Oh, shots fired. Sirens going. Wow. Wonder what that could be about. Yeah. More shots. We usually don't have that over here too much. And it's not close by, but it's close enough to hear it. Sirens are still still going, so must be some kind of chase. Come on. Yeah. Lots of vacancies in the neighborhood. Deborah, the lady that lived down the street, I had seen her moving. You know, she was always checking up on me to make sure, you know, I was all right. Wanted to know how I was doing, you know, when I was, you know, trying to recover from cancer. Which I thought was rather neighborly of her. Yeah. I'm not sure if she moved out to renovate, her place, or if she actually just moved. Because many a times, you know, when you're renovating, like if you're doing a massive renovation, it's easier, less complicated, just to have everything taken out of the house, and just put it into storage and then opt for like temporary living. Come on. That way, you know, you don't have to worry about your stuff. They don't have to worry about your stuff, moving this and moving that, damaging this, damaging that. It's just like, and then once your home is renovated, you know, judging by the furniture that I seen get pulled out of there, she might want to just upgrade and update her furniture. Yeah. So, I'm glad I came out for a walk, get my breathing, exercise my lungs. I'm telling you, my dog, I guess this period is just making all kinds of things smell delectable to her, because she just stops and has to take it all in. And it's like I gotta drag her away from there. It's like, what? Yeah. So I can go back to the house, relax, wait for my groceries, because, I ran out of trash bags, I ran out of Dawn soap, I ran out of egg whites, I ran out of spinach and cabbage. I was just running out of everything, right? And I wasn't sure, if I wanted to, go into the store or, have it delivered. And when I seen that they still had a slot open for free delivery, I went ahead and took it. Like, what? There's no reason for me to go into the store unless you just want to be tempted. I don't know why these people always let these little dogs, they just let them out. No leash. We used to do that back in the day, right? But these homes all have backyards. They could put their dog in the backyard. The dog will get some air, can run around, right? But instead, they just, I guess they're not going to be happy unless the dang dog gets ran over. Because the way that these cars be whipping around the corner, it's harder to see a small dog than a big dog. So even before I had left the house, you know, with the chores that I was doing today, I had already accumulated like 6,000 steps. So I wasn't worried about getting my steps in. Still not worried about how many steps I've done today. Yeah. Just trying to keep it moving. Just keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Okay. So I guess sometimes he sits out there instead of, this is white. She's real sociable. Always says hi to me. Even when I'm not paying attention. Like, oh, hi. See that house over there? The black and white one? More and more Texans are painting the brick. See the one right next to it? That's brick. That house is actually brick, but it's painted brick. So yeah, I am thinking about painting the brick on my house. I am, but I wanted to go and find out, is it a special kind of paint, that you have to use, to endure the weather. And the extreme heat. See, that house there, it's been painted gray. Kind of gray. That house been painted like a off-white. And honestly, they didn't have to remove the brick. They still get the safety of being in a brick home, just without all of the calico colors, that most bricks have, because they're not just one color. They're like a blended type of color. I am concerned that they broke the mirror. They got this glass just laying all over here. I almost didn't put that mirror out there. I was like, oh, maybe they have enough common sense just to pick the mirror up and toss it in there. But no, they're like, no, we're just gonna use the arm, and if it breaks, it breaks. See this mess. But I'm gonna complain to the city about it anyway. Cause this is just, foolishness. right? They make a bigger mess when they're supposed to be being paid to clean up. It's like, how do you make a mess and you're being paid to clean up? Right? But that's what happens when people, hate their job. They hate their job. They don't care to do the job right. They give the bare minimum, right? And instead of using their common sense, they're like, the company ain't paying me to have common sense. They're not paying me enough. If they pay me more money, then I'll have common sense, right? But here in Texas, it's an at will state, right? They can fire you without cause. They don't even need to have a cause. It's like, one too many complaints on you, you gotta go. Because you got people calling me up wasting my time responding to complaints about you. Right? And then this will be the same person that will be running out here mad at the world, right? Because he got fired for no reason. But usually they get fired for a reason. It's just, what's the point in talking about it? Right? I mean, it's like, only talk about things that can be, amended, corrected. Right? And a lot of these people, they've been in the workforce long enough to know when they're doing their job right. I mean, I can even remember back in the day when the mailmen, they would have to do their job, come rain, shine, sunshine, or irregardless of the weather, they had to deliver their mail. And they didn't think nothing of it until somebody else that was very nice to people and was talking to people, greeting them, wishing people a good day. And, these people, they were getting like Christmas gifts from the residents. So these entitled people were like, they deserve Christmas gifts too, right? But, they didn't get any, right? And to be honest, some of them started being disgruntled employees, right? Oh, my neighborhood, they don't appreciate the fact that I'm out here working hard, yay, right? And it's like just a total, disregard to the difference between, being a pleasant, likable person, because they know when you're fake, right? You're sitting up there saying hi every day, but they can tell when you're not genuine. And then all of a sudden, people started missing their mail. It was just like, oh gosh, that's how far they took it. Well, since you don't want to give me any Christmas cards and Christmas gift cards and for delivering your mail, I'm not going to deliver your mail. And then we had this whole thing about people that would hoard people's mail because they didn't want to do the work. You know, now some were actual scammers. Anyway, thank you for watching Cherie's Weight Loss Journey, and I'll see you next time. Bye.